Hello, folks. How's it going? This is Nixon. Tricky Dick. No, this is Neil's on Dynasty. Please like, share, and subscribe. Be kind, helpful, and grateful because it's better than being a jerk. And buy some silver, some platinum, and some crystallized icing. That's not financial advice. That's sound advice. This is from the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Incompetence. No, Federal Bureau of Investigation. My bad. This is republished on the December 5th day. The timing is everything. Just as Apple adoption of RSC had seemed to signal a return to text messaging versus the unstoppable growth of WhatsApp, then along comes surprising new hurdle that stopped it in its tracks. While messaging Android to Android and iPhone to iPhone is secure, messaging from one to the other is not. Hey, what's up, C4? Now, even the FBI and the CISA, whoever the hell they are, the United States Cyber Defense Agency, are warning Americans to use responsibly encrypted messaging and phone calls where they can. The backdrop is the Chinese hacking of U.S. news networks that is reportedly going on likely larger scale than previously understood. Fully encrypted comms is the best defense against this compromise, and Americans are being urged to use that whenever possible. Who knew the Chinese were stealing all of our info? Well, it's nice that they're turning out news reports letting us know that they are, and other people know that they are. The network cyber attacks attributed to the Salt Typhoon, a group associated with Chinese Ministry of Public Security, has generated heightened concern as to the vulnerabilities within the critical U.S. communications networks. Dun, dun, dun. The reality is different. Without fully end-to-end encrypted messages and calls, there's always been a potential for content to be intercepted. That's the entire reason the likes of Apple, Google, and Meta advise its use, highlighting the fact that even they can't see content. Interesting. According to the senior Federal Bureau of Incompetence agent official, within the investigative activity, especially one this significant and this large, the facts will evolve over time. The continued investigation into the PRC targeting commercial telecom infrastructure has revealed a broad and significant cyber espionage campaign, a cyber espionage campaign of the Chinese government to our communications. Espionage, they're now calling it. Affiliate actors compromise networks, multiple telecom companies, and multiple entities, confirming that the FBI began the investigating this activity in late spring and early this summer of this year. The FBI official warned that citizens should be using cell phones that automatically receive timely operating system updates, responsibly manage encryption and phishing. It's PHISHING, so phishing. You can't see that word there. Phishing. PH. It's phishing, but I've never seen it spelled that way. Resistance. MFA for email, social media, and collaboration tools accounts. As reported by Politico, CISA's Jeff Green added to this, strongly urging Americans to use your encrypted communications where you have it. We definitely need to do that. Kind of look at what it means long term and how we secure our networks. In terms of what is known about the Salt Typhoon attacks thus far, they actually know the Chinese are doing this, and they're not doing anything to the Chinese. They're just telling us to use more secure communications. Whatever. In terms of Salty Typhoon, while the FBI official warned that the widespread call and text metadata was stolen in the attack, expansive call and text content was not. But The actors compromised private communications of limited number of individuals who are primarily involved in the government or political activities. This would have contained call and text content. The scale of the hacking campaign and the implications for the U.S. critical infrastructure and the security of its networks has created an unsurprising political storm, as reported by Rutgers. What's up, GG? What's up, Art Collector? Yes, I did win, GG. I always win. I'm a winner. Let's see where I was. As reported by Reuters, the U.S. government and agencies held a classified briefing for all senators on Wednesday. Looks like they might be targeting our political people and taking their phone communications. Let's see, classified briefing for all senators on Wednesday on China's alleged efforts, known as Salt Typhoon, to burrow deep into the American telecommunications companies and steal data about U.S. calls. Following its briefing, U.S. Senator vowed action. Dun, dun, dun. Reuters also reported that a Senate Commerce Subcommittee, would hold a December 11th hearing on Salt Typhoon and how security threats pose risk to our communications network and to review best practices. There is also concern about the size and scope of the reported Chinese hacking into U.S. telecommunications networks and questioning about when companies and the government can assure Americans over this matter. During Tuesday's original media briefing, CISA's Green, that's the guy's name, Greene, reportedly suggested that Americans should use encrypted apps for all their communications. That means stop sending text, iPhone to Android, Almighty iMessaging, and Google Messages are fully encrypted on those platforms. Green added that our suggestion, what we have told folks internally, is not new here. Encryption is your friend. Whether it's on text messaging or you have a capacity to encrypt voice communications, even the adversary is unable to intercept the data. If it's encrypted, it'll make it impossible. So, did you F-33 the earthquake? No, I didn't feel it. Didn't feel crap. I hardly ever feel any earthquakes. An alert unto the ongoing, I live on a, right up underneath this house, 9 foot on this side and 13 foot on this side. It's bedrock. You feel most of your earthquakes the further away from bedrock you're on, because that gives the earth more room. So when the bedrock shakes, it goes, that's it. And the rest of the shit starts, and that's where you feel it. So I don't hardly feel anything where I live. Let's see. An alert into the ongoing telco network hacks jointly issued by the FBI and the CISA and NSA, as well as other Five Eyes agencies, was released on Tuesday. The lack of end-to-end encryption to protect cross-platform RCS, the successor to SMS, is a glaring omission. It was highlighted in Samsung's recent collaboratory PR release on the success of RSC, which included the included the caveat that only Android to Android messaging is secure. It remains a stark irony that while Google and Apple separately advise Android and iPhone users to rely on end-to-end encryption, when it comes to RSC, it's still missing with no timeline in sight for a fix. So basically, people, the Communist Chinese Party just intercepted everything I said because I had my phone on. So nothing is safe, nothing is secure unless you do encrypted messaging. It's beneficial not to do any transactions of currency or put out any private financial information from phone or text anyhow. But, do what you want. But do know this, there has been an alert put out, increased hacking, and it's into the phone networks. And it seems like the Chinese Communist Party is intercepting your phone calls and text messages that are not encrypted, and they'll probably come back and bribe you or something and say, hey, we'll tell your kids that you ate all the cookies from the cookie jar, whatever. So most of us it's not irrelevant to, but do watch what you say on open media, because with AI and hacking, lots of things are now possible. So keep your head on a swivel, be safe out there. And that's the end of this news report. No earthquakes up here, guys. Talk to y'all later. Have a good evening.